if you okay, since there are AI applications that can do my job but need only prompts, and I feel like if something like ChatGPT can work with timer or scheduler, if you can schedule ChatGPT to do something for you and then to prompt something for you and then maybe ask something like Siri to make a post for you on Instagram, I think that is my job and I'm scared.
Miss Digital Marketer is scared. Wow. Okay, let's hear from the last person.
Because there are people building AIs to take over jobs. People building AIs specifically to take over jobs. Yes. Yeah. Oh, digital marketing. Digital marketing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Some people are scared that AI will take their job, but I don't think that's the case. That is why we are here, so that you will learn how to use AI, so that somebody, because the person that will take your job is not even AI, is the person that can use AI to do your job that will take your job. So it's very important that you learn how to infuse AI in whatever you do, so that you have an edge when when you are looking for a job and you tell them, oh, I can use AI to do this and do that. They'll be like, wow, you get. So AI is not here to take our job, okay? So we are safe. We are safe. Oh, number three, who came here hoping they will finally understand what the heck is AI? Okay. You? Any other person? So first of all, two of you, both of you came late. So you're going to start by introducing yourself, right? You tell us your name, what you do, and why you are here. And of course, you can add the response to it.
My name is Augustine Isaiah. Um, I'm here to learn more about AI. Okay, so I want to go into cybersecurity.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, good day everyone. My name is Goson Desmond. So I'm student of accountancy in the University of Nigeria Enugu campus. I'm currently a UI UX designer, but not a pro yet. I also do copywriting, and basically in the field of grants proposal writing and business proposal writing. So I'm here to learn how AI could make my work more effective. Thank you.
Welcome, you're in the right place. Okay, moving on to number four. Raise your hand if you've used ChatGPT today. Today. Okay, you used ChatGPT today. Okay, so what did you ask?
Okay, I read a project to write a proposal. So I just asked it to give me an outline. An outline. Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. So it's just one person that have used ChatGPT today. Okay, you used ChatGPT today. Okay, what did you ask?
I wrote a piece of just a piece of story. So I wanted it to edit it and make it. That's how.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to ask how many people have used ChatGPT in the last 24 hours? Okay, so what did you ask?
I mean, sometimes we chat like WhatsApp. So there's a lot I ask. A lot. Yeah, we chat. We chat.
I love that because you need to like get used to these AI tools. All right. So what did you ask?
It was more of school stuff. Like I created a legal scenario. I wanted it to explain for me, and
I can see a student trying to make her work easy. That's interesting. Oh, little Miss Videographer.
So ChatGPT is like my best friend. So we basically talk about everything. So we talk about what I cook. We talk about how I feel, and then we talk about maybe a project I'm working on. So we text every day.
Why do I feel why do I feel like she's taking this thing so personal? You say she should not fall in love. She actually have. Oh nice. Okay, so the last one. Who came here just for vibes and to meet new people? We listen, we don't judge, actually. Okay, nobody. So all of us came here to learn. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Thank you so much for participating in our small games. I will be back in a bit. We said you can go and meet one or two persons and try to know who they are. But we are still going to come back to that. Even if you don't do it, you will still do it. Before you leave here, you should make at least one new connection. It is very important. Is that okay? So how many of us knows about Chris TV? Is this your if this is your first time coming here, can I see your hand? Oh, we meet again. So it's your first time coming here. Oh, nice. So how do you feel being here for the first time?
Really nice. I didn't know this is how their office look like, but I've been seeing them in most of the occasions where they participate. Like,
Okay. Who else? It's your first time. Okay. How do you feel being here?
I feel okay. Yeah.
All right. All right. But do we know what Chris TV is all about? Do we know? Who knows? Okay, just in case you don't know, so Crisp TV is one of the leading media companies in Enugu and Nigeria at large. We specialize in a lot of things: event production, event coverage, photography, videography, marketing and branding, TV commercials, anything media. Once you think media, think Chris TV, right? And as a way of giving back to the society, as a way of impacting these media skills on young people, we came about Inspire. All of us are here because of Inspire. Yes, Inspire started as Chris TV Academy. That was the initial name as of 2020. That was when Chris TV Academy started with Inspire. After some time, we changed the name to Inspire. If you listen to the name is Inspire, the idea is we are trying to inspire people. We are trying to inspire young creatives, young people to become better. That was how the name came up. And Crips TV Academy has graduated up to 25 students and they have employed them. Some of the employees you see here as a result of Crips TV Academy, they went through the academy, they did well, they graduated and they were retained. That is the process here. We don't just teach you and then we throw you on the street to go and start struggling. No, we teach you, we empower you. That's the idea. That's the way of us giving back to the society. So, as one of the things we do at Inspire, we decided, oh, the world is going towards the AI sector. Then why can't we also infuse it? That is why we are here to learn about AI in coding. Apart from media, we also have different sectors in the company. We have VicSoft, where we teach people about programming, UI, UX, graphic design, anything that has to do with software, programming, and all of those things. We have a sister company that is in charge of that, which is VicSoft. Crips TV is focused on media. VicSoft has to do with tech. You understand? So that is how we operate. Because if you look at all these big companies, you see that they have sister corporations. I don't know if we know, but it happens. You see a big company, but inside that big company, there are other sub units of that company that is trying to do different work. All of them can't be inside. Let's assume, okay, we have Crisp TV. We can't be doing software inside Crisp TV, so they have to be a different brand for it. So that is why we have VicSoft. We have Inspire that is focused on teaching. Is that clear now? So we understand what Inspire is all about and how it came about and the purpose of Inspire, right? Yes, I didn't introduce myself. Sorry about that. All right, my name is Ifnaya Ibeneme. I'm a TV presenter. I'm not a developer. I'm a TV presenter. That is why I'm the one moderating this event. Okay. So, like I said, Inspire is an edtech company that is very passionate about equipping creatives and developers with future-ready skills. So, like I said, that is what we are really passionate about doing. Equip around us, you see that the world is towards media. If you have the power of the media, you have a very strong power. You can control a lot of likes of Tunde Ed Notes, a lot of content creators, influencers, anything they say, you see that people listen to them, even if what they are saying is wrong. You see people standing by them, supporting them, even when whatever they're saying is not even the right thing. But because they have that power of media, so when you have the power of media, you can actually do a lot of things. And when you now add it with AI, you're unstoppable. So who wants to add the power of AI to what they are doing? Just get ready because you're about to be unstoppable. All right. So today we are going to be diving into one of the biggest shifts in tech, which is AI in coding. And we will be understanding how AI is opening doors for people like you and I, because that is actually what AI is doing. Few years ago, for you to be able to code, you are going to sit down day and night. You're trying to crack your head. But it's as simple as just you open your ChatGPT, you tell your ChatGPT, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay. Before you know it, you already have your code running. Like you see things working so fast. And it wasn't like that a few years ago. But now it is so easy. So today we are going to be understanding how this thing works from the design aspect to the back end to the front end until you have your product looking at you, until you have your app like it's ready. You already have something you've developed, you've programmed. That is what we are going to be doing today. And we are going to be having four incredible speakers who are going to be sharing their knowledge with us. It's going to be a very mind blowing session. Four gigantic gentlemen. They are going to be speaking to us on UI, UX, front end development, back end development, full stack development. We are not just ready, I swear. And by the end of this session, you will not just understand how you can use AI in coding, but you will also be so eager to start coding with AI. So in few minutes, we are going to be having our speakers come up to unleash what they have on us, because it's going to be like it's unleashing that they are coming to do. Because they have been doing this thing for years, so they're just coming to pour out their knowledge on us. So as we wait for our speakers to like come up, I want each and every one of us to leave your seats or turn around, meet somebody, greet somebody, ask somebody, how are you? What is your name? What do you do? Can I patronize you? Can we work together? That's what I want us to do right now. Is that okay? Don't be sitting. If you sit on your seat, I'll come and carry you. Okay, so I want us to do this thing in the next 10 minutes. Is that okay? The next 10 minutes, you just have 10 minutes to do this thing. All right? Not person sitting beside you. I can see that we have new faces. I can see that we have new faces. So once again, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to ask you one more time. Are we ready for this session? Okay, once again, my name is Ifnaya Ibeneme. I'm a TV presenter and I'm going to be the moderator for this event. I'm saying it for the sake of those that are just joining us. Okay, so right now we are going to introduce our four speakers. I'm going to introduce them once and then they are going to take turns to come on stage because what the first person is going to bring, the next person is going to follow up from it. So it's going to be like a one straight flow. Is that okay? All right, so our first speaker is Chikezie Wina. He's a great product designer and he will take us on AI as a creative partner, modernizing UI UX design. Our second speaker is Egwete Chukwebuka. He's an incredible full stack developer. He'll be showing us the role of front end developers in an AI driven future. And our third speaker is a guru when it comes to AI in coding. He's a Madoka Opuchuhu, a full stack developer who uses AI to streamline app development. And what he's about to show us today will change how we think about coding forever. Shedrack Emeka is our last speaker. He prides himself as an automation engineer. He's also a back-end Python developer. He will show us how to build back-end API using AI. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get heated up right now. And this is how we are going to do it. Like I said, the first speaker is going to come up, and after him, the other speakers are going to follow on. And after each session, we are going to have a Q&A session. So while the session is going on, you have to jot down your questions if you have any. Don't wait till the end of the session for you to start jotting down your question. Is that okay? If you have a pen and paper, just jot it down. If you don't have, you can use your notepad to jot down your question so that you won't forget it. All right? So without wasting much of our time, please let's welcome our first speaker, Winner Chikezie, with a resounding round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vina Chikeze, and I am a UI UX designer or a product designer here at Vicsoft. Am I audible to everyone? Okay. So basically, I'm supposed to be speaking on how AI has. I can't hold this and it's my laptop. Okay. When I want to switch, I'll switch. Okay, so basically, I'm supposed to be speaking on how you can use AI in product design. Well, before I speak on that, does everybody here have an understanding of what a UI UX designer does? If you have no understanding, can you please just indicate? A hand up is enough indication. You have no understanding. Okay, so if your hand is not up, that means you have an understanding already, I believe.
Una sabi talk. I been I mean I know they hear. Okay, I will talk louder. Do you guys know what UI UX design is all about?
All right. So basically, when you have an app, the websites which you use, the apps which you use, the whole layout, how it looks, how it makes you feel. You enter a music app, you feel happy just from seeing just the website or just the page. Now, all that is done by a UI UX designer. Now, the UI stands for user interface, and that's basically what it looks like. But there's a deeper realm to a whole product designer, and now that's the UX. So, UX stands for user experience, and before you build an app, there's always going to be a reason for that app. There's a reason why you're using WhatsApp is to chat. There's a reason why you're using the whole, even Snapchat, even some apps that help you deliver food. There's always a reason for these things. And before an app is usually built, you need a UI, UX designer who does the research for you. So basically, there's a saying by Abraham, I think it's Maslow. It says, the greatest need of man is love and connection. You might not know this, but subconsciously, your mind connects to things. You can see something. Imagine it's Christmas and you see a flyer, but it has Halloween kind of fonts, like the writing is scary. It will not convey Christmas to you. If you want to order a food, when the app is showing green, you get this whole, it's fresh, it's clean, it's healthy. You feel safe ordering from that app. If you enter and it's shouting purple, I mean, I'm just trying to get tomato. Why are you shouting purple all in my face? So a UI UX designer is someone who makes those research. He goes deep into these things and finds out, okay, if I use this, what would the user feel? If I'm trying to build an app for mental health, I won't come and tell you you're so stupid. I want the welcome page to tell you how loved you are. Now, it might seem a bit, yes, I'm playing on the emotions, but then that's what humans want. They want the love and the connection. So, as a UI UX designer, you need to bring that empathy. You need to show the user that even if, yes, I'm working for a client who's paying me money, I like you and I want to help you. Don't go off. Okay, it's on. Okay, so basically, that's what a UI UX designer does. So, when you take connect them, I'm going to be going through how you can apply AI as a creative partner. So, like I said, when you're about to design something, there are different process that comes with it. So, the difference between me and the fellow people on my team is when it comes to development and the coding, they are more logical. You give them something and they work on that. But you, as a designer, you will dibble and dabble in mental health more because you have to also be the one to discover what the problem is. You need to be your biggest lover and your biggest hater to make that app prosper. Let me put it that way. If you come to me now and say, I want to design an app that you can use to sell cars, right? So me, I would have to think about it. Okay, why do you want to sell these cars? What's so special about the cars you're selling? Why would I even want to enter your app and buy these cars? Are you offering safety? Is there a record to tell me? Are you truthful telling me, okay, this car's engine is bad and your price is cheaper? You have to have a selling point. Now, your clients might not think about all these things, but you as a UI UX designer, you have to consider these things if you want the app to be successful. And it gets a little, well, not a little, a lot. It's usually very time consuming trying to gather insights, create research. You don't even know the right questions to ask sometimes because you might forget or neglect an important question. So these things are quite difficult to handle by yourself. Now, that's where the beauty of AI comes in. We have different AI tools that can help you with everything you want to do, right down to the research plan. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today. All right, so let's start from creating a problem. Because if you want to build something, you need to have what you're building, right? So let's come up with an idea together. Um, hmm. Open to ideas though. Let's go with this one. A hospital app. Let's say you have symptoms, but you don't know what they are. It could be malaria, it could be typhoid. If you're like some people, it could be HIV, so many other things. But the whole beauty of it is there are symptoms and you don't know what this is. So let's consider an app that uses AI also. You can chat with it and it will help you create or tell you what your symptoms are. tell you what alignments you have. Now that will be our MVP. That's what this app is supposed to do. But then you can't just have an app that runs on only one thing. We should just spice it up a little bit. So aside it having the ability to tell you, chat with me, tell me your symptoms, I'll tell you the possibility of what's bothering you. Let us give it another feature. Any feature in mind? It's a hospital app. It should tell you this, what symptoms you have. Um, Nobody, no symptom. Prescribed drugs. Medical history, but we're in Nigeria, that one go hard. But let's be open one day. Anyway, so prescribe drugs, provide your medical history. All right, so let me open. Let's just, I would have used pen and paper, but you'd also need to see. All right, so hospital app that can tell you your symptoms and prescribe medicine, drugs, and show medical history. The dude who said medical history. Now, you see, let me now tell you how this. I said we're in Nigeria, right? So when you say medical history, you mean the user's medical history, right? Okay, now, as a UI UX designer, let's imagine you're one. How do you intend to get that? You know, you have to like, the person has to have like a file, a card that he or she will upload, right? So now that thing needs to be able to be uploaded. We need an accurate medical history. So we need to add where they'll be able to upload their history. And then whichever doctor that is viewing it also needs to have his own account where he can view a patient's medical history. Can you see from a symptom checker now, the app is growing more complex and is more complicated. And a UI UX designer has to handle all these things. But let's just go with this. So a hospital app that can tell you, oh my, I wrote nonsense here. Your symptoms and prescribe drugs and show you medical history. All right. We use this as the basic for our problem. So normally when you get the problem, you start doing your research. And by research, I mean you need to get people's response. Okay, I'm trying to build this app. What's the problem you have in getting the medicine that is being prescribed to you? How often do you go to the hospital just for them to tell you you're in a slight headache, but you waited in line for over 50 people first who were before you? So you need to get questions that you're going to ask to know what the users want for the app to be successful. Because like it or not, this thing that we just wrote down, we could go online now. 70 other apps already doing this. Legit, you could just go online and just write health assistant or something, even in your Play Store or your iOS store, and you could see different apps. So what makes you stand out is having that thing that is unique to you and your app. It's having that thing. If now you're going for, let's say, security, you make them feel safe. If you're going for connection, make sure that once they text and say, I have this problem, someone is replying them right away. Even if your delivery might be slow, but you've already gotten this point of always replying them on time. That's now your own MVP. That's your own selling point. That's something that is unique to your app. Anyways, moving on. So we've got this as the problem. And now we need to convert this to something that is more concise, something that sounds more of a project statement. Because like it or not, building an app is a project. So saying it like this, ChatGPT might not totally understand. So now we're going to be going to ChatGPT. Sorry, I should have set this thing up before. Okay, we have ChatGPT here now. Now, the thing with this AI, we keep saying AI, AI. AI is an amazing tool, don't get me wrong, but AI is more like, let's say you have a pet. If you feed the dog nonsense food, it probably won't grow up healthy and strong. This is a very bad analogy, but I hope it gets somewhere. But if you feed it healthy food, you give it all the protein it needs, the meats, it grows up healthy and strong. It's the same way with AI ish. Depending on the information you feed it, is the kind of results it will give you. You could say, I want a UI design for a health app. It will give you something, trust me, it will give you something. But now, the quality of what it gave you would be somewhat lacking because you do not give it enough information for it to work with. So when you say, I want a health app, it's always nice to have knowledge on AI prompting because when you can prompt things, you would know how to make the AI answer to what you yourself you want and not just what it thinks you want. So you can be specific in the things you ask for. You can say you want the color to be this, you want it to use this font, you want it to make it in bento grid. Just be specific because either way, as a designer, you have imaginations. That's why they call us creatives. You need to think. You need to think about, imagine it in your head and find a way to put it in words. With that being said, me, I have my own prompt too. The ones I use, as you can see, based on me being a UI UX designer, these are some prompts which I have found out can help you. And you don't even have to have it off head because in my field, if I'm trying to build something, I do follow this prompts. So we have a problem already. Where was it? Okay, so we said this is the problem. A hospital app, like blah, blah, blah. We'll paste that here. And we can add something as simple as a hospital app that can tell you your symptoms and prescribe drugs and show your medical history. I want this rephrased to suit and relates to this. So now let's grab this prompt. Give me. Okay. So we say we've already told it what we want, and we say I want this rephrase to suit and relate to this. I'm starting a product type called product name for targets, users, the goal, the main objective. Convert it to a project brief. Let's see what it gives us. Hmm. All right, so it gave us two responses. Let's just go with this. All right, so as you can see, it is giving us the product type, web and mobile and web application, product name. It gave us the name, Medwise. Medwise, sounds okay. I guess we could use that. The target audience, we did not even specify if we want it to be the teenagers, the Gen Zs, or the older ones, right? But the target audience does not necessarily have to be a demograph, like saying a particular age grade. Now, it says individuals seeking quick, accessible, and personalized healthcare support. So that could be anyone. The main objective to simplify healthcare by providing AI powered symptom analysis, smart drug prescription, and easy access to personal medical history all in one platform. All right, so now this is the overview. Now, this seems like a lot of English, so I want it more concise. Sorry if you couldn't see it. As a project brief. All right, so it shortened it. The main objective is what we're going to work with. So now we have our project statements. I hope everybody's following. Now, what we need to do now is we have the project statements, we have what we want to do in simple words. We could easily go to the UI of it. Like I said, UI means user interface, and start using ChatGPT to design. But we still need the US, and it's always good to perform a US research if you want your app to be successful, because whatever idea you think you might have, that's yours. And if you're building something, you're building it for the users. So you need to know what everybody else thinks. You don't even need to make it that big. If I can do a user research now on why people like cats more than dogs, or why people like dogs more than cats, I could ask everybody here in this room. And I'm sure even if I ask the population of 200,000 outside, the ratio of one of you people's answer being similar to like 10,000 is there. Because like it or not, human beings still kind of similarly think the same. So I could still do an accurate user research from just you people. But then you have AI, and that does the research from the whole span of the internet. Every question asked on Reddit, is learning each day. ChatGPT has access to everything on the internet. So why still then go and be asking someone, do you like this, when you can easily ask ChatGPT? So let's use this main objective, and I'm going to be going to Figma. I don't know if you people know Figma, but Figma is also a tool designers use. Now, in Figma, there's a place called FigJam. Now, this is so cool. It's FigJam board, and it's it has incorporated AI into it, which is really wonderful. And I would like to show you guys this. So basically, we had a problem statement which we had already gotten, right? So what we're going to do now is copy this, come over here, and you see this little arrow here? That's the symbol for AI. It's used across different platforms. Now we're going to ask it for the brainstorm, and we need the research insights on, and we paste what we got. So a brainstorm, add research insights on to provide an app to and a web app. Let's call it a web app to provide instant symptom analysis generates. And it's colorful and pretty too. I mean, it's sets it for you in sticky notes. It's been, sorry, it's been documented and everything you need. The brainstorming ideas, they're even telling you, you don't even need to think. We'll think for you. AI powered symptoms, real time health assessments, personalized treatment suggestions, interactive symptom tracker, virtual doctor consultations. This AI is giving you things you need to think about. Meeting goals. Now, it's even if you're in a team, it tells you what people should talk about during the meeting. Discuss user needs for the web app, explore market trends for the healthcare industry, brainstorm technological possibilities for instant symptom analysis. The user findings, user prioritizes accurate, it's whence and gots. We don't even know who these users are, but we trust it. Users prioritize accurate and instant symptom analysis to make informed health decisions. Now, let me tell you something. Even if you are a recruiter or you are trying to get someone who's a UI/UX designer, if you don't know about this and someone presents this thing to you as the research he did, now there's still more. We're still coming. We've not even gone there. Someone presents this thing to you as how he got his research and how he started. Tell me you will not want to hire this person. You don't know, saying AI. Like everything has been arranged and we can still do more. I'll show you. Let's create a new session. Now we need the research plan and would possibly be needing the research questions also. So we grab the sticky notes here and we tell it, so I need a research plan on, let's go back here. We can just easily copy this, copy, come here, paste. Now, there's something here called a Jambot. Now, this Jambot is like your little AI helper. It does like everything you need as a UI designer. Ideate, quick questions, teach me about this, give me similar stuff, summarize, rewrite, turn this into whatever you need. But now, what we need is a research plan. So when you connect it, you just click on Ideate, and boom, it has created a research plan for you. You did not have to leave the comfort of your seat. And we might think this is little or is not that effective, but if you know how long it takes getting research surveys, begging people to fill Google form just for you to get um, research on building an app, it's really, really stressful. And when you have something like this that just reduces the stress, just using AI, you're not even getting up from the comfort of your room. You're not even texting anybody to say, I need this. Obviously, but then you could always do more research. You could always do the hard work and the grind work yourself. But why? Now we've gotten this, right? Now, let me ask, would any of you ever have thought of including a gamification elements to encourage users to track their health data regularly? And by this, it means adding something like an achievement badge. If you do this, if you track your health, we give you an achievement badge saying, congratulations, a progress bar increasing. Now, this is AI, but it could understand the fact that humans love that connection. They love that feeling of being told, well done. It's even incorporated humans' consciousness into this. And I think that's amazing because if I asked anybody here, I don't think anybody would have come up with this particular idea. Partner with pharmacies for seamless drug delivery based on recommendation. Now, it did give very, very accurate and incorporates artificial intelligence to improve the accuracy of symptom analysis and drug recommendation. I mean, these are just wonderful things. Now, let's say you still want to conduct a research by yourself, right? But you don't have the survey questions. So let's say, write me research survey questions on, we copied this again. That was why we needed to make that project statement in the beginning. Because when you have a project statement, it already contains everything you want the app to be and how you want it to be. So we just copy what we wrote there, paste it, and using the same method, we grab our jam bots here, and we click on ideate. Okay, so now we've gotten the questions we could get. And if you still don't understand something that it said, you could always still bring another Jambot and click on teach me about this. And boom, it gives you how
and what it meant by what it said. But this rain is too much. Can you guys still hear me, or is the rain really? Hello, can you guys hear me now? Have you been following all along? Are you sure? You, Mr. Man, why are you laughing? Anyway, so basically you can get all this, and now this is just the UX part. Now I don't know if it took time to you on how long we did this, but if you were doing this by hand and doing the manual labor, trust me, the whole of today, you wouldn't have even gotten this level of resource that we've gotten just from making a very, very, very few prompts. Now, we could always just compile this, but due to time, you see the way it's made this so beautiful, but you see as my own is. So at the end of the human being, sha, but then you can. Anyway, so this basically is the UX, and we could always organize it and arrange it with the sticky notes colors or the topics you want them to be on. But this aside, now let's get to the UI. Now, when we're done with this, it's time for us to get, or it's time for us to build the app, to start the design of the app. Now, to do that, we're going to go back to our old friend, Chat GPT. Okay, so we're here now. I don't like this thing in full screen. Sorry, excuse me. All right, so we already have the whole project brief and the whole project description and all. So now we need to start building the app. And I have another prompt